Again this morning by Mrs. Charlene Patton with the Kansas Soybean Commission, and we are making chocolate chip tofu cookies.
Yum.
So let's get started.
All right.
How do we make this?
Well, I thought Valentine's Day we have to have a little something chocolate, right?
You bet.
So
Yep.
these are wonderful cookies. I'm going to let you do the dry ingredients
Okay.
here. We have all-purpose flour in here, soy flour. You can see it's a little bit different color there. And then these are oats, and I
Okay.
put the 1.5 cups. I put them in the food processor because they wanted just to grind them till they're very fine.
Okay.
So they're that, and then you've got textured vegetable protein,
Yes.
which is a soybean product and is going to give our cookies a crunch.
Okay.
And then baking powder and baking soda.
Okay.
So you got the task of mixing all
okay.
that. Raina and I are going to get busy with this.
Yes.
And this is brown sugar, granulated sugar, and butter that we've mixed together.
Okay.
And you're going to add the tofu. And in the first recipe we did this morning, we did the extra firm tofu. And that's because we wanted it to hold the shape of the cheesecake.
Correct.
This is for the cookie, and this called for soft tofu. So I put it in the food processor to just make it nice and smooth, but it will give our cookies some added nutrition, and it will make them nice and soft and delicious. So you want to add that vanilla. Great. Vanilla. Perfect. And how are you coming?
What? Sorry, I was focused over here because you know I spill. I'm good. So when do we add this?
You can start adding
I can
it.
start adding. So
Yeah.
you said we're going to add a little bit slower, so I'm going to do it.
And the
with a
reason
cup.
we're doing that is just to, it'll help to blend it by just doing it slowly
That makes sense.
and gradually adding it in, but keep stirring.
Okay.
And I told you we may just continue so
We're
that,
going to continue off camera, right?
yeah, and going. There we go. And yeah, you just keep going. And then Raina has the chocolate chips.
Of course
This
she
is
does.
what-
What's left after she's been eating them?
I know, a little ASMR. There we go. All right, here's the best part.
All right, add those in there. And this is also Bake for Family Fun Month.
Oh, yeah.
And so this is a great recipe to make with your kids, and let them choose as they're making it. Maybe they'd rather have dark chocolate chips. Maybe they'd like to have butterscotch chips.
Yes.
How about maybe raisins or dried?
stirring, Shirley.
Okay, keep stirring.
Her arm's getting tired.
Right.
I'm going to put me some M&Ms in it.
Yes, you could do M&M, but that's the beauty of making it yourself, is
Yes.
you can make those adjustments. And the important part of it is to get your kids in the kitchen.
Yes.
And do something together.
And we've talked about this often. It's great math skills too, right?
Exactly. And taking them to the store to just buy the ingredients teaches them a lot of skills about shopping and money, doesn't it?
It does, budgeting.
Buy the
So-
cheapest thing.
Where do we get the recipe for this?
Okay, go to Kansas. Well, let me say you bake
Yes.
these after you mix it all together. Bake them at 350 degrees.
Okay.
I made small little cookies here, but you can make larger ones. Just make sure that you have the same size on the baking sheet so that they all bake evenly. And then bake them for about 8 to 10 minutes this size. But go to kansassoybeans.org, or you can call our 800 number 877-KS-SOYBEAN, and you'll get the cheesecake recipe we did this morning and
that
the
was
cookie
good.
recipe.
This is so good. So good. Okay. Thank you, Charlene. We appreciate it. Well, stay with us because we're back right after this.